Hey, Shadow Vixen here, and welcome back. It has certainly been a while. You may have seen my post a few days ago about me beating some demons, and there will be a video soon. Well, this is that video. If you look into more of the description of that, yeah, my keyboard broke. I'll put an image here on screen for you. Now I have this new setup, and well, hopefully I'll be able to play some games. I'm probably going to get back into our Terraria series here soon again. I have no idea where I left off. I'm probably going to have to rewatch a video to remember. But today we're going to be focusing on Geometry Dash. I've beaten two new demons today called Insidious and Broken Gameboy. And they're honestly pretty fun levels, relatively easy. I had some free time over this Thanksgiving break, and I just did these two demons just for some fun. So I'm just going to cut right into that. So the first one I'm going to be showing you guys today is Insidious by Wintter. It was probably the easiest demon I've ever beaten. Probably could have been the first one I'd done, honestly. I did lose the footage, so I'm just going to be showing you some clips that I recorded here on my PC. Which, FYI, I did beat all these on my phone or mobile. So they weren't that bad, honestly. But anyway, going into Insidious. This level really only had one difficult part, and it was that beginning wave. It wasn't terrible once I learned it. It became very consistent, but I don't know if I even want to see how many attempts it took to master down that wave. Everything else flows really nicely. Very good looking level. Um, in the ship part, I did have some trouble here. Controlling the ship and then going right into the UFO right after. I had to go into practice mode for quite a few attempts just to figure out the flight pattern so I can get through there, because the hitboxes on those blocky spikes were just confusing, kind of not accurate, so I kept hitting them. Eventually I did get it down, and after that it was basically a pretty easy stress test. And the last 20% is basically just a reference to a part 2 that I believe the creator is planning on making if it hasn't already been made. I don't think it has. But if it does come out, I will gladly play that as well to continue off of this. This is a boss fight level, but it's relatively easy and sight readable. I didn't have any trouble with it. You don't really have to focus on the boss that much, just the gameplay. But also, if you want to pay attention to my inputs, it will be in the bottom right corner. And otherwise, let me just play my completed attempt for this level.
There are monsters inside all of us. We hear about them. Give me the wub.
And there we go. That was Insidious by Wintter. I'm just going to say Winter. I don't know if I'm supposed to pronounce it differently with the double T. But that was pretty fun level. Very readable in my opinion. Some might say otherwise. I guess it depends on your strengths in playing the game. But I found it pretty easy. I did almost die around 50%. I almost hit the wall at the wave. But right after that, everything was relatively easy. I did die to that stress test spider once. That was pretty unfortunate. I wasn't paying attention. I was pretty nervous. But Otherwise, it wasn't that bad of a level, so why don't we just get right into our next level, Ugh, Broken Game Boy. So, Broken Game Boy is a level made by Voxicat. You may remember that name or recognize it, possibly with the level called I Spy. They're the creators of that level. But they're a very good creator, so I just looked through their profile and found this level, and I started playing, and I was like, not so hard. Then I got to the duel, I was like, this is kind of hard. I see why it's an easy demon now. Um, it did take a while for that duel to become pretty consistent. It was I don't know if I want to say symmetrical or asymmetrical. Probably just gonna go with more symmetrical. But it was a pretty fun level. Um, I struggled with that. I struggled with the duel for so long. Then I come back on the next day and I just ace it. It's just suddenly easy, and I wasn't complaining about that. But some things to also note: first 20% are very easy. You may get slipped up by the fakes here and there. Maybe take some lives there. Otherwise, that's about it. I know I died a few times to the fakes. You may also die to the coin there. I'll point that out right after I show you my completed attempt. Um, then you have a relatively hard I can't English today. You have a relatively easy stress test at the end with that UFO. It's not easy, but having all the stress of doing all the other stuff, that's what makes it difficult. Making those tight inputs very precise because UFO, you don't have a lot of leeway for messing up. So that's what adds to some of the difficulty for it. But it was relatively not too bad. This was probably second easiest. I don't know. I don't have my attempts saved because John Stash did not want to save them for some reason. But some other things to note: the cube right after 25% was not too bad. You may die there a few times, but it's pretty readable once you play a few times, and very learnable in my opinion. And then the end, you have your kind of boss fight with that weird creature. Um, just gotta stay out the line of fire of its gun and hide behind the walls when it's about to do its sonic boom thing. I don't even know what to call it, and then just avoid its gun triangle thingies. Otherwise, it was relatively easy, so I'm just going to get into the video of my completion of this level.
Hey, wait a minute, that song's copyright.
Is it? Oh, I guess it is. Here's some other electronic music that I'm going to throw over this instead then. Rewind. Broken Game Boy by Voxcat, a great creator. This was a great level and very fun to play. It definitely helped with my skills. I guess a little bit with the wave. I'm not great at the wave, but also mostly with the duel. I don't get a lot of duel gameplay in any levels I play, so that was really nice. But a little additional note, if you didn't notice me getting that coin in the beginning, um, it's relatively simple. You just fall down here, and then you just continue on, and you just go right through the little thing that you're supposed to go up for, but no, you just go right through it, and then the other platform will lower, and you can just continue through your gameplay, and that's the only coin. Otherwise, this has been a very fun set of levels to play with you guys today. I know I'd beat this a little while ago. If you got any suggestions for a fifth demon, as long as it's not the nightmare, um, leave it down below, and I'll definitely play it. Otherwise, next video, I don't know what it'll be on. Maybe Doors, maybe Minecraft, maybe Terraria, and I was possibly considering starting a Calamity playthrough. Let me know your thoughts on that. Otherwise, it's been Shadow Vixen, and hey, I'm glad to be back, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Okay, wait a minute. I want to double check what I did get Insidious. I really hope this isn't that bad. It was probably only like a couple hundred, maybe. Oh God.